Hi, good morning, and welcome to our meditation on grace. Today is the 31st of March, and I would like to read in 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 7. Reflect on what I'm saying, for the Lord will give you insight in all this. Reflect on what I'm saying. So we see grace at work here because it is the Lord that gives us understanding, insight. But we have to reflect on what Paul is saying here. What is it we need to reflect? First, I would like just to say that the second part of this verse comes from Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. So God gives us understanding, but then we have to trust in him with our hearts, and we have to submit to him our ways, and then he will give us understanding. Paul is telling Timothy that God is going to give him understanding in everything, but then he has to reflect in some things. And there are three things here that Timothy should reflect. The first thing is that in verse 3, share in suffering as a good soldier of Christ. No one serving in the military gets entangled in the affairs of the daily life so that he pleases the one who's enlisted him. So the first thing that Timothy has to do in order to receive understanding from God is to share in the suffering as a good soldier. So when you become a soldier here, he is saying we cannot get entangled in the affairs of the daily life because we have a responsibility as a soldier, especially in those days. Their lives, the whole lives was to fight for their country. And here we are soldiers of Jesus Christ, so we cannot get entangled with things of the world if we want to please God. And then the other thing here is, it says in verse 5, likewise, if anyone competes as an athlete, he does not receive a wreath unless he competes lawfully. So first a soldier and now an athlete. All the discipline that an athlete needs in order to get a medal, a gold medal, if that's what he would like to receive. So there are lots of things that he cannot eat anymore. There are lots of things that he cannot do, like to stay awake to 2 o'clock in the morning. He has got a life of discipline. So there is discipline to be a soldier, but also a discipline to be an athlete. And the third thing, the hard-working farmer must be the first to receive the fruit. And then he said, reflect on what I'm saying. Reflect in the life of a farmer. Reflect in the life of an athlete. Reflect on the life of a soldier. It's to say that to be a disciple of Christ, sometimes it means that you are not going to live the life you had before. It's a life of discipline. There are lots of things that God is going to take from us. All the weight that we have collected of our lives, all these terrible things that are slowing us down. We cannot go to war dressed the way we are. We need to put on the clothes that are adaptable for war. And when we are an athlete, there are things that we cannot do any longer, and we cannot dress the way we are dressing to go to work. So God is going to change our lives in order for us to fight, in order for us to run. Because there are lots of weights, as Hebrews says. Lots of things that are not allowing us to go forward, to run fast. And these things are things of this world, are things of the flesh, are even things from the devil. That God is cleansing us, so we will be able to fight, we'll be able to run. And then as a farmer, we are going to be the first ones to collect the fruit. God is going to give you knowledge, insight, understanding in all this. May the grace of the Lord show you today the things in your life that are actually preventing you from running faster, from going forward, from fighting the good fight. And we are not going to fight against flesh and blood, but against the powers of darkness. God bless you.